So, Matu Priya Chikirshaya. So, with he left under the care of Kapila. So, whose desire is to please his mother, to take care of his mother. Matu Priya Chikirshaya. Tasmin Bindusare Vatsit. Bhagavan Kapila Kila. Who was trying to please his mother? Kapila. Where he is trying to please? Tasmin Bindusare Vatsit. Near the Bindusara, there is a lake. So that lake is Bindusarovara. In the earlier chapters, we saw how in the Bindusarovara, Mata Devahuti took bath. There she saw thousands of maid servants. So that near that Bindusarovara only, Kapila Deva, Bhagavan. He is not an ordinary person, he is Bhagavan. So, indeed, Bhagavan Kapila Deva, near Lake Bindusarovara, he stayed there, and there he is trying to please his mother Devahuti. Matupriya Chikirshaya. It is very important line. Matupriya Chikirshaya. We will discuss more detailedly in the explanation. So, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Maitreya said, when Kardama left for the forest, Lord Kapila stayed on the strand of the Bindu Sarovara to please his mother Devahuti. Okay, purport. In the absence of the father, it is the duty of the grown son to take charge of his mother and serve her to the best of his ability so that she will not feel separation from her husband. And it is the duty of the husband to leave home as soon as there is a grown son to take charge of his wife and family affairs. That is the Vedic system of household life. One should not remain continually implicated in household affairs up to the time of death. He must leave family affairs and the wife may be taken charge of by a grown son. Very nice, right? Very clear. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapatha Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamini Tinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavati Paschatyate Satarine Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Aradhya Bhagavan Brajesha Tanaya Tathama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachi Upasana Vrajavadu Varkena va kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanamamalam Prema Pumato Mahan Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matamidhi Tatra Dharana Paraha. So here we are seeing how Kapila Deva is very much detached from his family life all the time. Actually, he is not even desired to get married, to enter into the Grihasthasrama. Again, it is the will of the Lord for him to create a desire to get married, to enter into the Grihasthasrama. So that's the reason one time only he decided to have a wife as per his desires, means very much conducive for his way back to Godhead. Exactly as per the desire, he got Mother Devakati. But even after he got Mother Devakati also, for very long time, for very, very long time, he is not at all inclined to spend a grihastha life with her. He is always engaged in his spiritual activities, everyday daily rituals, daily meditation. She was continuously without asking anything, not like nowadays. If one day husband is ignoring the wife, there will be a big jagada. So not like that. Mother Devati very submissively, she was serving the husband. So it is nice to read also how a ideal wife should be. So after so many years, he felt compassion for her, and then to increase the progeny. It is also his responsibility to increase the progeny. That is his father's desire. So like that, he wanted to increase the progeny, and first he gave the 9 daughters, and then he gave the Lord birth to the Lord Kapila. Now, when he is now we discussed, he is ready to, he left the home. He left the home to the forest to do meditation. So now who is taking care? Lord Kapila is taking care. So it is the scriptural injunction. Anytime a woman should not be left alone. Always she should be under the care of father until she gets married. And after she gets married, she should be under the care of her husband. And when the husband is leaving her, she should not be again alone. She should be under the care of the elder son. So this is our Vedic system. But the husband should never be attached to the home. So Panchasudvam Vanam Vrajet. The minute when he attained 50 years, he should be well prepared to leave the home and go to the forest. Otherwise, it will be very difficult. We saw in the end of the Mahabharata also how when Dhritarashtra, even though he is blind, even though he is dependent externally to carry out his daily duties on someone, because he is the blind, right? So even though in that situation also, Vidura did not spare. He went and chastised Dhritarashtra. You are living like a dog in your neighbor's house. So what kind of life is this? You are supposed to go to the forest when you attain 50 years. Why you are so much attached to this family life, Grihastha life? You should be completely depend on Krishna. You should not depend on your relatives for your daily bread. This is not the way of life. So he was chastising. Actually, Dhritarashtra is a blind person. He is a very old person. He cannot do anything by himself. But scriptures are not recommending. Panchasudvam Panam Vrachet. He must take Vanaprastha. Vana means there also forest. Prastha means resident. He should be the resident of forest, not the resident of nice, cozy life, nice, very sophisticated atmosphere. But okay, that scriptures are saying how we can apply in this current age. In this, because even if we go to the forest, it is not peaceful, it is not conducive to our spiritual life for the meditation to do. So that's why our acharyas prescribe that, okay, utilize, don't be attached, make your mind and activities be detached from the family life. Live, arrange your circumstances in such a way that your mind is always though it is not resident of Vana, but it should be, the mind should be a resident of Vana, means forest, means it should not be anywhere attached, that thinking that this is my home, this is my family, so I am here to feed them. So not like that. By 50 years, you should be completely retired from your responsibilities, number one, and you should not be attached still to take care of this person, your wife. No, when we went to Florida, there we met a one Mataji. She is completely taking care of cows and all. So she looks very simple. So when we had a conversation, she was telling, we were amazed knowing that she is a very good wife of Dinabandhu Prabhu, who always called as Shripad, he was a respectful, very much, even not only for the ISKCON people, outside also, they call Dinabandhu Babaji. So I was, Dinabandhu Prabhu is very much detached. And Mataji also, even though she was living around so many devotees, she is totally detached. So their minds, their hearts are very much attached to Krishna, cows. So in this way also, even in the midst of society also, we can live in the Vana. We can have the Vanaprastha life. So like that, Kartam Muni is very much detached and went to the forest. Then now it is the duty of the son to take care of mother. So why? Because mother, woman is very delicate, very innocent, like a child. She should never left independent. Scriptures are saying that Nastri Swatantrayam Arhati. They cannot properly utilize the freedom. So they should not be given freedom. Because the scriptures are saying that they are on the level of Sudras. In Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna himself said, Mam hi pada vyapashetra, epishu papa yonaha, striya vaishyas tata sutra. Striya vaishyas tata sutra. Women are in the category of vaishyas and sutras. Means they are more captivated with passion and ignorance. They are not as intelligent. So this is a very big argumentative topic. When we have some spiritual discourses, at that time this was so much argumentative topic. Suppose a materialistic, a Westerner lady is coming to us, taking this point. How come there are so many intelligent people? They are very much competitive in this current world, competing with knowledge, competing with the achievements. Recently, we saw the ISRO. How one Mataji is taking the leadership of Chandrayaan 3 and she could succeed. So how can you say women are less intelligent there in the Sudra category? So this is a big controversial. So they are intelligent, but their intelligence will be taken away by their emotional, their emotions. They have emotional intelligence. There are two types of intelligence. So they'll be taken carry away these emotions. There is a nice incident happened. There is one Mataji and Prabhuji, they are nice initiated devotees. Usually parents are hankering. So as like every other mother devotee, she is making sure that his only son is also a nice devotee. So he is also chanting and he also initiated. So, and she is very much satisfied. My son is a nice devotee. Like every mother, she is very confident. So one time his father, the son's father, means the Mataji's husband, saw him watching a movie. Then he thought, okay, he's a young boy, he feels like watching, let him watch like that. He did not pay attention. Then later one day in one conversation, the Mataji is talking, see, these nowadays kids are spoiling so much, they are hankering for watching movies so much. Then the husband said that, why are you thinking so? Even our son watches movies. It's not a big deal because they should also they'll think that they need some relaxation. It's okay. Then she could not accept that fact. No. How can you say that my son is very perfect? I know about my son. Then, so like that, the emotional intelligence, that means emotions are taking over their intelligence. So at that time, they cannot accept the fact. This is very true. So, like that, we should accept the fact, and we should be able to digest, and we should be able to, so that emotions will be predominating in the case of women. That's what, it is not inferior, means declining the position of the woman, but it is their natural quality of the woman. That is the natural quality. So that's why, at least in those times, we should take care of the woman. For sure, for that reason, we should take care of the woman. The woman should be under the protection of man, either a husband, or father, or a grown-up son. And even scriptures are saying, Stri Sudra Dvija Bandhu Nam Trayi Na Sruti Kurochara. They cannot understand these vast scriptures because there are a lot of intricacies, lot of details. So even Vyasadeva, thinking the position of Stri Sutras, Dvijabandhus, he wrote this Panchama Veda, Mahabharata, so that they can understand whatever the essence that is there in all the Vedic scriptures, that is synopsized and kept in this Mahabharata. They can also learn the essence in this Mahabharata also. That is why it is called as Panchama Veda. So that's the reason Kapila Deva is taking care of Mother Devahuti in the absence of his father. And we should not see that. Some may think that Devahuti is a mother position, and Kapila Deva is in the position of the son. How come? How she can be obedient to his son? So, because we will think that even a mother, when we are saying that her emotions will be carried away, her intelligence. So at that time, how can she think that her son is superior to her? But it is said that Kapila Deva is not an ordinary son. He is a Mahajana. There are 12 Mahajanas, right? Brahma, Shiva, Brahma, Shambhu, Narada, Kumara, Kapila. So he is in the list of all 12 Mahajanas. He is in the 5th. So he is one of the greatest authorities. So these Mahajanas are, whatever their teachings, whatever they are, they give us the complete understanding of these purpose of all these religious principles, purpose of all Vedic scriptures, everything, all teachings are most authorized. So dharmasya tatvan nihitam guhyam mahajana yena gatasya panta. So if we want to know dharmasya tattvam, so the philosophy of these dharma, religious principles, nihitam guhyam, the secret of these religious principles, mahajana yena gatasya panta, one should follow in the footsteps of these mahajanas. So we can accept Lord Kapila's principles as the most authority. So it is from this purport we can understand that always Lord Kapila Deva is making sure that he is Matu Priya Chikirshaya. He is trying to please his mother in all the aspects. So it is the duty of every son following in the footsteps of Lord Kapila to take care of his mother. When we saw the scriptures, Shravana Kumar, how he was taking care of very old parents. He was carrying wherever he is going, he is taking them to the pilgrims. So it is always our duty. So whenever it is not possible to carry the parents like Shravan Kumar, at least keeping them at home, we should give them God consciousness. We should read them scriptures. We should take care of them nicely. Or else, if we see Bhishma Pitamaha, always trying to please his father at the cost of his own life, whole life he is ready to uh, uh, give up his pleasures and always hankering to please the pleasure of his father. So he stopped getting married, entering into the grahastha and rather, even at the old age also, he is ready to make his father marry. And we saw how Srila Prabhupada always trying to please. Actually, Srila Prabhupada doesn't want to marry his wife, Srimati Radha. So, but when he went and said to his father, she is beautiful, but I don't want to marry. I don't want to. Then after marriage also, I am not attached to her. I am not attached to the grahasthashrama. Then his father said, everything is for your good only. Just do your duty and be attached to Krishna. So he followed the instructions of his father. And we saw in these are all in references in the scriptures, but we saw in our congregation itself how wonderfully our most authority of our temple, how His Grace Madhupat Prabhuji, he is taking care of his parents even at the age, such an elderly age. He is not entering into the grahastha. If he wants, he would have taken sannyasa long back just to take care of his parents. He's waiting. Actually, scriptures are saying that if really anybody wants to take sannyasa, he is not bonded with the Pitrus or not bonded with the Panchabhutas. He is not bonded with all Yamaras or demigods. They are not indebted to anyone if anyone wants to take sannyas. But out of respect to his spiritual master and in order to fulfill his responsibilities, he wants to. So superficially, he is in the. He is not taken sannyasa, but internally he is very much detached. He is always conscious. He is, as one time Amritanand Prabhu said, that he is a sannyasa at heart. So like that, even Jai Prakash Prabhuji, how he was nicely taking care of his parents. And I noticed most of the Gujarati community people, they are very nicely taking care of their parents, bringing them here, nicely serving them. So we should learn that. I personally feel that there should be a live workshop with all these elderly devotees, how they are taking care of their parents. If they are instructed, if they are instructing the current youth, it will be so much beneficial when about their responsibility, because this Western style is to be independent, not to depend on the parents, to live their own life. So it is not the way of Sanatan Dharma. Our Sanatan Dharma is to take care of the parents, to give them an environment conducive to their spiritual life. So it is very much essential. So with this, I will end this today's session. If there are any questions, please post in Nityam Bhagavat Sevya group.
Thank you very much, Mataji. We'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead. And we'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme
Hare
Lord.
Krishna, Madhupati Prabhuji, we are not able to hear
Hare
you.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri Narsingha, Jai
Narsinha,
Narsingha,
Jai
Jai
Narsinha,
Jai
Jai Jai
Narsingha,
Narsinha,
Praladesha, Jaya
Praladesha, Jai
Padma Mukha
Padma
Padma
Mukha Padma
Bhringam,
Bhringam.
Ugraveeram
Ugram Viram
Mahavishnu
Mahavishnu
Jalantam
Jalantam
Suratvam Tam
Sarvatomukam
Narsingam
Narsinha
Bhishram Bhadram
Bhushanam
Nityam
Bhadram
Nityam
Nityam Nityam
Namiham.
Namamyaham.
नरसिंह भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद राज की जय।
जय।
Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the Samar Vaishnavas. Vancha
Vanchakalpatarubhyasya कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री
जय।
रामपाद की जय।
जय।
और प्रेमानंदे।
हरि बोल। Thank you so much, Kalindi.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you,
Thank
Mataji.
you,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to everyone. Hare Bol.